Welcome. Good morning, everybody. We are here in the lower bracket semifinals of the Banshee Cup playoffs. It is the final day of Banshee Cup, everybody. It is the final day of having to wake up at 4:30 in the morning. What is up? Good morning, Zig, Foo Fighter, Wildfire, Nancy, Skullfy, any topple trees. Oh, don't you bring that up. Don't you put that in the universe. I have a tree that needs to get chopped down because it has bark beetles, I believe is what it is, and yeah, I hope that does not fall over, so fingers crossed. The fast ship has sailed. Now I'm just hoping that they freaking call me back. I would honestly, Nancy, I think you should just call them again. Leave another voicemail. Can you lay down, mister? You're the one who didn't do your business this morning. You're the one who did not want to do your business, so don't look at me. I let you out. You were fighting it. I heard season 2 is a go. Immediately after? Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome in Banshee Cup qualifier, or excuse me, Banshee Cup playoffs. We're here in the lower bracket semifinal best of 5 series. Left-hand side is going to be Storm League Enjoyers. The right-hand side will be your Space Goofs. And, is that right? No, this is backwards for some stupid-ass reason. This is backwards. So, let me fix the names of the teams. So this is best of 5 series, Meta Madness style of draft. There's the bounties as well. So we have Space Goofs on the left, Storm League Enjoyers on the right. There we go. That's actually how it's supposed to be doing. You're just gonna switch? I hope it goes fast for you, Nancy. I hope that whomever you actually get in contact with finally, they're just like, holy crap, yeah, we'll get out there. I really hope so. I really hope for you. Like, being, like, modern day without internet is so, it's so, like, when you don't have it, you're like, holy crap, like, I didn't realize how much I use this and sort of need it at this point. It's not like people go to the library anymore and use the Dewey Decimal System. It's not like anyone's going to the library and checking out a book to figure out simple things. You just Google it. Anyways, bounties are a thing. You know, you can build alliance drafts and stuff like that. We don't have anything like that being built. There's specific heroes that can be drafted as well for those bounties. Bounties can only be completed once per game. And, you get $50 for completing a bounty if you win. So you have to draft a specific hero or pick like Twin Blades Variant or Abathur, Monstrosity Abathur. We have not really had any of those. We've had one bounty actually completed, and that was a healerless composition. It was like a Zarya Abathur, and then it was like a Hyper Carry composition. And it was not Monstrosity that game, it was Ultimate Evolution. The applications have to be in March 24th, I think. It's going to be a captain's draft. Oh, there actually is going to be a second season. Wonderful. All right, wonderful. Time to wake up early again. Calculate how much you pay per day / hour and prorate off your next bill. That's what my parents do. Yeah, that is actually true, though. I would legitimately ask them, be like, look, I haven't had internet for 5 days. I need to get prorated for that. I agree, Wildfire. I absolutely agree. I did that with Spectrum a couple times. Either way, we're here in the draft. If you're watching on Twitch, thanks for watching. Be sure to follow. If you're watching over on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe so we can grow the YouTube page. I did forget to say yesterday, but all VODs for the best of 5s will be 2.5 hours on the YouTube side of things. That best of 7 grand finals later on today, that's going to be a longer VOD as well. I gotta keep an eye on Bandit just in case he tries to sneak out of here and like pee in the house or something. We have had a lot of snow, and I let him out this morning. He did not do, I don't think he did his business, and he just came right back in, and there's no point in fighting him on it. It's not like, there's no point, so. When we're done with stream, I'll snow blow the driveway, and then we'll go out in the street, and then he can poop in the middle of the road again like he did yesterday. I was so proud of him. I was like, yes, you did all your business. We're good. All right, I don't have to stress about this. Let's start fixing you faster in the future if they realize you're costing them money. That is true.
It's about damn.
Yeah, I honestly, I would be calling them every day at this point, and maybe you already are, but that's what I would be doing just to get that ball rolling. Because Wildfire's right. They like to make money. They don't like to be. They like to take money from you. They don't like to have to spend resources and money to get you fixed. So yeah. Anyways, I'm so off topic already today. Let's get into it. We have got ourselves map number 1, Braxis Holdout. All right, there we go. Getting Gamble written up for you all. That's almost a whole billing cycle at this point. I know, right? That is crazy that they have not fixed it. Yeah, Space Goof says Playa on their team. Okay, just double checking that I have this correct. Just double checking. What we should do is like we should all just call for a Nancy. Like every day, one of us will call for a Nancy. How many people live at this address? Why is it a different voice every day? You know what's funny, Nancy? That's exactly how I read it. I read it the correct way. I didn't realize it was written backwards. Rye on the right-hand side for Storm League Enjoyers will be your Urel. We've got an Alvarez Tychus for the side of Storm League Enjoyers, as well as an Aryan on the Garrosh. Aether will play the Junkrat and Lovekull on that Rhaegar. Systems online. Oh, butt spot. Left-hand side, we're looking at Space Goofs. We've got a Dequaza on this Hogger. We'll see a Sylvanas played by Dobby. Yeah, nope, Dobby's going to be on the Chromie. Play on the Murden, Yasu playing Sylvanas, and last but not least, X-Ray will be your Stukov. All right, well. Level 1's at the bottom of your screen. We've got our draft unfolded. We've got our level 1's picked. Sorry, I'm skimming these as well. Only a quest and talent on both sides, Word Breaker and Fetid Touch. Brax is sold out. Tournament chosen map. Urel jumps out with the Righteous Hammer. Lurking arm from Stukov. He did go Fetid Touch, so no low blow potential kill. But either way, a gank at top lane attempted will not be connecting, or will not be finding a kill. Let's go ahead and start up that prediction, everybody. Twitch Gamble's up and available for all of you wonderful humans at home. You wonderful beings. There you go. You wonderful cosmic entities. I got 2 minutes to go on that gamble. Which team's going to win map number 1 of this best of 5 series?
Oh dear. The beacons are energizing.
I agree, Wildfire. You're paying for the service, you should get it. I mean, it's the same thing with, like, Tahoe. Like, oh, well, your download speeds are working. I don't care about my download speeds. I want my upload speeds, the other thing I pay for. We're very sorry, sir. We'll send someone out immediately. Also, if your internet company works like Spectrum, if you actually have repeated people coming out to your house for service calls, that like red flags your house, because what ends up happening is it ends up screwing over the employee, because it's a weird system of how it works, but essentially if like Jerry comes to fix my internet and then Barry comes to my house within 30 days, it's the first guy, who I forgot who I named, the first guy actually gets docked on his employee account because he quote-unquote didn't fix the problem. So then when you have, eventually when I had like someone coming out every other day, the local techs were like, all right, we gotta just give this guy our number. So, and I know your situation might be different, but you know what? Scheduling multiple service calls might be a way to fix it too. Alright. We are massively off topic, but that's alright today. Little groundbreaker from our Garrosh. The channel was 30% over to the side of Space Goose for the first Zerg wave. They will have this Bruiser Camp pushing into the top lane. Urel jumps out, little Righteous Hammer to bop around these units. Also pushes the Goliaths into tower range. Sylvanas will activate some Black Arrows. We have a lurking arm from Stukov slowing down Alvarez, who taps the well. Garrosh looking for the channel on the point. Junkrat holding bottom lane up against Chromie. Murdered Dwarf tossing away, and it looks like, yes, this will be Zerg channel for the time being for Storm League Enjoyers. Nice step back there really quickly from Sylvanas, able to avoid concussion mine. But Junkrat's able to get the top, or excuse me, get the bottom. Top lane goes over to X-Ray. See you soon. Have a wonderful stream. Thank you so much, Nancy, for coming by. You have a wonderful day. And I hope you have a delicious lunch. Alrighty. Concussion mine gets... Oh, wait, does it? Does Junkrat get out? Nope. First blood, 3 minutes plus in, going to be on Junkrat here, as we do have Stukov holding bottom lane. Yrel and Hogger in top lane. Hogger's going to use his staggering blow to try and push back the Yrel. Just try and hold this top lane point. Doesn't... Oh, it's 50-50 on HP. She's Dauntless 1? Yeah, she is. So that's physical armor. Nice staggering blow once again. Looks like Hogger will hold control over top lane, and Zerg Channel goes back over to the side of Space Goose. A little Time Walker's Pursuit from Chromie to get some vision. In addition to getting to see odd comps, I like seeing some uncommonly used maps as well. Yeah, I do like that there's the tournament choice. Like, I'm glad that the tournament has the choice of the first map, so that way we get to see some of these unique ones. Like, we saw 2 Haunted Mines maps yesterday and 1 Blackheart's Bay. I don't know what the other maps are today, and honestly, I'm not going to look them up because I think it's going to be fun for us to kind of experience it when it happens together. So, we have 2 best of 5s. We're in the first, obviously. And we have a best of 7 grand finals. I believe the grand finals... Nice kill onto Murden there. The team that came from the upper bracket, if you'd like to know who that is, you can use exclamation bracket. The team that's already waiting in the grand finals, they have the choice of map and the choice of first pick or second pick. So, and I don't know what if there's any limitations on maps. Like, I wonder, could they choose Warhead Junction? Could they take us to Volskaya Foundry? I don't know. Maybe if Rob shows up in chat, we can ask him. Concussion mine, Sylvanas haunting waves in, nice lurking arm, and Yasu has another kill into Junkrat, 2-1 in kills. As Garrosh tries to hold bottom lane, Yrel doing her best to hold top, Indomitable activated by Garrosh, she eats a Stormbolt, cleansed by Lofcall at the right second. That's all the utility. Now Garrosh is stuck in that temporal loop, and he will go down. Nice! I don't know if that's what they were trying to do, to try and burn the Purge as well as Garrosh's Indomitable, but if that was the goal, they did a fantastic job on the side of Space Goops to be able to force out all that utility and find the kill. They're going to gank Yrel in top lane. There's no level 10 here, so she is unable to use any sort of Ardent Restoration or Ardent Defender. We'll cycle through the other numbers, though, and get an idea of what the damage healing experience looks like right now, as there was a little bit of a Zerg channel for a moment there, but Tychus sneaks onto bottom lane. Muradin takes the aggress... Nope, he's looking for a flank. He's taking a big rotation into a flank position. Junkrat Steel Trap will not scout that out because it was thrown into a bush up above. But that doesn't matter because Muradin was still discovered. He doesn't get any sort of gank or flank value. 92-68 in Zerg channel right now. Dobby's going to jump onto bottom lane. You can actually see the Zerg pens filling up here in the top and bottom. They will switch lanes every single time, so second Zerg channel will be red in the top, blue in the bottom. But either way, 10 talent here. We've already seen Temporal Loop for Chromie. Muradin's going to pick up what? We've got a Wailing Arrow Sylvanas, Shockwave for the Hogger. Massive shove on our Stukov. It is going to be an Avatar Muradin. No Haymaker. We did see a Haymaker yesterday, which was fun, but no Haymaker from this one. Camp is going to be stolen away. Tychus will clear this in lane. They're actually going to go for boss with the 10 talent tier advantage, and I do not think this is a bad call whatsoever. When you play, it's usually 100-0. Yeah, that's true. Boss in bottom, Zerg in top for the side of our blue squad. Red Zerg wave in the bottom is going to be about 60-some%. And the Archangel, it's just going to get siege, actually. I thought it was going to hit into the Zerg wave, not the case. It doesn't matter. Zerg wave in top lane is the main focus. Chromie dealing with bottom lane. Massive shove, I think, connected onto Garrosh there. Rip Tire from Junkrat. And that's interrupted immediately by a Shockwave from Dakewaza. Beautifully done as Hogger. Staggering blow bops Ariana back. Ooh, nice. Nice decimates from Garrosh. He'll get the Ancestor healing. The top lane fort will fall. The snowball is really looking good for the side of Space Goofs as the Commandeer Odin will be summoned down. Ancestor healing already used. Decimate gets a charge back. Ardent Defender is up and available if Urel needs it, but she's full HP. Concussion Mine splits X-Ray over the wall. He's going to be tossed away, and X-Ray is dead. Nice job from Junkrat. Sets up a kill for the allies. Urel mounts up with the Divine Steed and is going to be bopped back by Hogger with a staggering blow. He's going to have a... Oh, he tried to Hog Wild, I think, off the side of that gate right there, and I think that's going to be Muradin's sacrifice or left to die. He doesn't... actually, he does have Reverberation level 4, but he still has 28 seconds to go. I'm sorry, how is Muradin living here? He has so many wiggles.
Nice work.
He had so many wiggles. He just the great escape from our Muradin. He taps well, and they're gonna go grab some camps. Chromie was able to hearth out a bottom, and well, nice Zerg wave and boss for the side of Space Goofs. They have opened up the map. Chromie defended bottom, and well, no defense needed for top.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go indeed. I am tired. So chat, you're not messing with me. They are gonna have a second season of this. I don't have to wake up at 4:38. Maybe the games won't start at 6 a.m. my time. Maybe they'll start at 7 a.m. Knowing my luck, the games will start at like 5 a.m. my time. They're just gonna keep making it earlier and earlier. Be like, how early will Bahamut wake up? How early will Bahamut wake up to cast Heroes of the Storm? And then the answer is, if the games are at 5, I'll be up at 5. They are doing it? Alright, thanks, Kaladin. Alrighty. Well, hey, you know what? That's more HOTS content. I don't mind doing more HOTS content. I just hope that the games aren't earlier. Good Shockwave Haunting Wave in as well from Yasu with the Wailing Arrow. Alvarez will go down on top of the kill into Rhaegar. Lurking Arm is pretty decent into Junkrat. He won't fall. Massive shove onto Garrosh pushes him out of this engagement for the time being. Urel dropping low. Will she be forced to use Ardent Defender? She doesn't pop it. And she'll hold on to that heroic. Start time 1 a.m. Oh, man. Could you imagine? Well, 1 a.m. is like 10 a.m. in EU, I think, in like Central Europe. And you got to remember, these are prime Heroes of the Storm players, you know? The last of the pros. But I don't think these players are going to be wanting to get up at 10 a.m. on a weekend to play games. I think we're going to be safe to say, if anything, the games may start a little bit later, but who knows? Who knows? Rip Tire from the Junkrat. Massive oh, the Ancestor healing will not come through in time. Garrosh taken down by Chromie. Muradin stepping in. Commandeer Odin is activated, but without Garrosh, this looks like this camp will be... Well, they're going to stop going in on this. What's up, Forget What? How you doing today, bud? Is this game 1? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You are in time. Match 1, game 1, first best of 5 of the day. Oh, great virulent reaction. Ancestor healing will connect onto Tychus. Muradin's still going in. Steel traps, shattering teeth, they're going to be thrown out. Muradin eats one. Tychus grenade pokes at Muradin. Boss is up and available, the Archangel. Zerg pens are channelable. Hold on, wait a second. Garrosh is getting a little bit low here. Hogger gets a beautiful bounce through, but he is very low himself. Junkrat needs like 2 autos onto Hogger. Shockwave. Can Hogger get away? Wait, Hogger is actually... Wait a second. Stukov goes down. Archangel, no! Yasu! Yasu got so lucky. Tychus is trying to chase in. And he will not be... no sand on him. Muradin goes down. Junkrat will take some easy throw dynamite, but not fall. Hogger, does he get a spin out? He gets through Urel. Yeah, he's out of there. Okay. Alrighty. Hogger is going to pick up a little bit of channel here, get the spin out. Chromie donating some sand to Garrosh's face. Bottom lane wave has arrived at the core. We're 13 minutes in. Catapults, Cyclones, they're not that strong, so it's nothing really to worry about. Garrosh Decimate, he's looking to step in onto Chromie. Stasis buys some time. Garrosh takes a couple tower shots. Urella's going to get massively shoved away. Garrosh with another Groundbreaker, and there will be a cleanse onto Garrosh, but he's still going to go down. So it will be a trade right there. Hogger spins in, looking for the damage needed to take down this Rhaegar. Junkrat falls to Sylvanas over here. Yasuo's dead. So is Rhaegar. Channel in the bottom lane goes over to the side of Space Goofs. They had 0%, but they will start to pick up some. Murden. Dwarf tosses in. I think he wants to take down the top lane keep. The Zerg pen is filling up in bottom. That goes straight onto the core. Stukov actually going to join into this top lane as well. Looking for the way to Pustule with that long pitch. Massive shove pushes back Yrel. They're just trying to walk this Cyclone up a little bit. Yeah, Murden's going to go in. Doesn't have enough damage. Oh, the easy throw Dynamite with the dense blasting powder is going to be enough. Tychus will try and get some counter channel, but Chromie has respawned. She'll see this, and she'll keep working on the camp. Never mind. Yasuo 13 HP. Yasuo 0 HP. Junkrat is going to scout this out right now. Garrosh steps in as well. Murden activates his avatar. Going to get thrown around by Garrosh. Big lurking arm from Stukov. Shockwave into the backline. Staggering blow. There's an Ancestor healing that will bolster Tychus' HP as he calls down the Commandeer Odin, but Garrosh is the first one to go down once again in this team fight. Cyclones, catapults are arriving through top lane. We do have Sylvanas with the channel. Timeout from Chromie is going to provide enough, well, time for her to deny the damage from Tychus, as well as take him down with the help of Stukov. This is looking like it's going to be map number 1 over to the side of Space Goofs here. Junkrat falls. Yrel is going to get Ardent Defender activated. Yasuo with the spin, Dayquaza with the spin, trying to fight onto Rhaegar over here. They're just waiting for the Zerg wave to arrive, and actually Hogger goes down. The Zerg wave has finally arrived at the core. The Cyclones were dealing great damage, and this is going to be map number 1 over to the side of Space Goofs. GG, well played. Low game results. There we go. All right, well, with my my story of warranties aside, we're into Battlefield of Eternity, map number 2 in our first best of 5 of the day here for the Banshee Cup playoffs. We're in the lower bracket semifinal matchup. Loser of this takes 4th. Winner of this goes on to the lower bracket finals up next, another best of 5, and winner of that goes to the best of 7 grand finals. So we have Space Goofs on the left-hand side. We'll see Storm League Enjoyers on the right. And map 1, Braxis Holdout, was won by Space Goofs. It looks like the opposing team has opted in for first pick priority, so this will be map choice by Space Goofs. As a reminder, this is the Meta Madness style of draft, so heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in this best of 5 series. We're guaranteed at least 3 maps, so we'll be seeing in the next draft at least, well, we'll see 20 heroes banned away. And then also keep in mind, you do have the bans at the top of the screen that add to that, or that do not add to the list, but they pertain to the current draft. So, like, Maiev could be drafted in map 3 if she's not banned away. But as we start this draft, there will be essentially 14 heroes unavailable. 15 if there's a Cho ban. Battlefield is a perfect Cho'Gall game. Every game is a perfect Cho'Gall game. I agree, forget what. I agree, absolutely, bud. Absolutely agree. So what do they want to get rid of here? Probably Hanzo. Yep, I was going to say, do you probably want to get rid of Hanzo for race potential and stuff like that? While we're waiting for bands, anyone seen any good movies lately they'd recommend? Since I don't have Final Fantasy to play on tonight and my day off, I guess I might as well watch movies. I kind of want to rewatch the Dragon Ball Evolution movie because I know it's really bad and I feel like I'll laugh at it, but I also don't want to pay for it. I also don't want to pay for it. Have we talked about bounties today? I talked about it very briefly, but I can go into it a little bit more in depth if people are curious. The bounties are fairly simple. Where's the bounty link? Where are you? Donde? Oh, I literally already had it. I never scrolled past it. So the bounties are a way for players and teams to make extra scratch, or extra money. So if a team, for example, drafts Butcher, Cho'Gall, Nova, Asmodean, Gazlo, Murky, Probius, Valir, Kel'Thuzad, and wins with it, they are able to win $50 on top of their current, or wherever they place. You can also go for Twin Blades Variant, Monstrosity Abathur, all Alliance, all Horde, all Overwatch, all StarCraft, all Diablo, Triple Healer, No Healer, and Juice Pirates. Now, of course, I always like to bring this up. You cannot use skins to make a character part of a certain faction, so you can't pick up Johanna with her Horde skin and be like, look, she's an orc, she's part of the Horde. Can't do that. You literally need to draft heroes that are in the Horde. And it does not look like anyone's going for that right now. Brightwing, Leoric, Johanna, and Greymane Diablo on the left-hand side. Talk to Me, really impressed. Yeah, that one, I'm waiting for that one to come out for free on some streaming service. Though I do have like $6 on Amazon to rent a movie, so I could do that. Road to Perdition. Oh, you told me about that, right? That's on HBO Max. I think you told me about that one. Pretty sure you did. Now that one I added to my list as well. That one's like Mafia movie kind of, right? Hold on. Maybe I'm misremembering. Said during the Great Prediction follows a mob enforcer and his son as they seek vengeance against the mobster. Yeah, it's on Paramount. It's on Paramount. The other blue streaming service. I always mix those two up because HBO Max and Paramount, they're both just blue circles. Sorry, gotta fix this ice pack here really quickly. That's better. Alrighty. So, bounties are covered. All that's covered. We're here on Battlefield with Vala and Zul'jin band away. Shen, Anduin, Greymane. They could look at a Genji for the Light Bomb. Granted, Storm League enjoyers, they could actually go into a Li Ming Genji and go for like a double reset composition. It's not super uncommon. It actually works well with their composition. I actually would love if they actually went into a Genji Li Ming, because Genji was not played in the first map. Yeah, Genji Li Ming is like giga great here, and then also you deny the Genji Light Bomb. Okay, they won't go for double reset. They're gonna go for the blinds onto Greymane with Cassia, which I don't hate either. It's actually a double blind composition into that Greymane. Last pick, though, here on the left-hand side. Genji was taken away. They could be the ones to look for the Li Ming. Li Ming actually still works with this composition as well. I don't hate it either. Good poke damage. Ooh. Okay. Stab. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Alright, we'll see what kind of build this is going to be. Should have picked up Artanis. Artanis is really good for this map. Imperious. Okay. Alrighty, so predictions written up. We'll get our load in here, and I'm gonna need another cup of tea soon. I am definitely gonna need another cup of tea soon. Bit of discomfort today. I am ready for it to be spring, to be honest, chat. As much as I love snow and everything, I'm ready for it to be spring so I don't have to worry about slipping and falling and busting my ass. West side of Battlefield, our hypercarry Greymane composition for the side of Space Scoops. We have a Dayquaza Chen. They're going to be looking at Diablo, played by Play. We have an X-Ray Anduin, Imperius, played by Yasu, and last but not least, Dobby on that Greymane. Right side is going to be Storm League Enjoyers. We're looking at an Aether Cassia. Aryan is going to be on that Genji. Lava Call on the Brightwing. Itrax will be your Johanna. And last but not least, Rai on the Leoric.
Let the battle begin.
Indeed, disembodied voice. Alright, well, we're looking to see what the level 1s are going to be here, as well as our first engagement through bottom. Cassia is going in to charge strikes. Diablo's holding level 1. Is he gonna go... I mean, does he really need Soul Shield? Maybe we see Feast on Fear? Imperius considering his level 1. Oh, he's gonna go correct Impaling Light, level 1. Chest Looter would be happy if he was awake. I'm assuming he's still sleeping. This is not looking very good for Leoric in top lane, though Phaecia from Brightwing will come up and help out a little bit. Alright, yeah, Celestial Charge final damage is increased by 75% and is cooldown and reduced by 1.25 seconds for each Valor's brand on the target when stun completes. Diablo taking a chunk of damage down here, turned into a monkey, and Dobby continues to sustain the inner beast, poking at the enemy team. Alright, let's get that gamble going, chat. There you go. There you go. Wonderful, wonderful cosmic entities. Get your gambles in. Rise dead in top. Leoric dies in top lane. Interesting. The level 1 Imperius talent doing a lot of value, getting a lot of value right there. Bottom lane camp will be picked up. Imperius is rotating down. Oh, that could have been a triple stab. That would have been fantastic if it was the case, but either way. A little bit of poke onto the fort front gate. Imperius will be stalled out of his hearth from this Cassia. She continues to poke at the towers. We got 2,500 on the Space Scoops. Any Storm League and Believers, Storm League Enjoyer Believers. How can you bet against a Chen? Well, that's a good point. Hey, we got 420. There you go. We got odds. Imperius, considering he's gonna go top lane. Okay. So Imperius and top, Genji to answer, or at least deal with the wave. Chen's gonna go scout and find Leoric up here. Imperius is like, cool, I'll join on in. I'm not asleep, you're asleep. Okay. I would like to be back in bed, though. Bed was very comfy today. How you doing today, Zulrules? Yeah, it was very unmotivated to get out of bed this morning. But we're here. We're awake relatively. As I said, the discomfort in my hip, lower spine, knee areas kind of bad today, but our drugs will kick in and we'll feel a little bit better. But that's going to still take another 45 minutes. So until then, we sit on ice. First half, the Immortal phase is over, being burned down by the side of Storm League Enjoyers, and the Immortals go to race potential sides. Genji starts throwing shurikens in. Diablo looking for a target, slowed by the Johanna with her Subdue level 4. Good Celestial Charge from Imperius. Soothing Mist activated by our Brightwing, another Celestial Charge going in. Wow, it's almost like that level 1's like super duper good where you can just keep stabbing the enemy. Woke up several times before you're able to leave your bed. Yeah. I woke up way before my alarm, but I was like, bed's comfy, I'm nice and cozy. Well, the Immortal will go over to the side of Storm League Enjoyers. They are looking to rally here in map number 2, and they don't want this to be a quick They don't want this to be a quick 3-0 in the bottom. By the way, this is the bottom bracket, so loser of this series takes 4th. Winner goes on to the next best of 3, best of 5. And when you have a map 1 win, it's nice to carry that momentum, of course. So Space Goose, it's not like they don't want to win a game, but keeping that momentum going will be nice. Greymane defending top. Imperius and friends are looking to punish Leoric and bottom, and Diablo Shadow charges in and finds that kill. Did go Soul Shield 1. He's going to be Soul to Flame level 4. I'm assuming he'll go into Eternal Flames at 7. I think that's the name. Yeah. Though the Immortal in top lane will get the fort. Greymane unable to defend against the Siege, the Blinds, and the Immortal. He'll deal with the Immortal at keep front gate, and for the time being, some shurikens thrown in by Genji. Poking at the tower here in bottom lane. Fire Stomp from Diablo's got 70 souls currently. Imperius lands the stab onto Itrax just above us. Genji getting a few shurikens in, picking up the 25th stack on his level 4. He jumps in once again. Diablo shadow charging, pushing him around. Soothing misactivated by the Brightwing. Itrax getting a little bit low. Dobby rotating down to the bottom lane. 10 talent here on the horizon. Chen flying kicks in. They're looking at one. Celestial Charge interrupted by a Condemn from the Johanna. And without Imperius getting his Valor's Brand stack triggers, he's unable to heal through any of that, so he will go down. Nice kill over to the side of Storm League Enjoyers as they've built 2-2 in kills. Diablo, though, pulls Leoric out of position. He will fall. Diablo full on souls from that kill. Greymane lunges in with Chen. And a Shadow Charge allows Diablo to close the distance and take down the Johanna. Wow. All right. Once again, good Celestial Charge follow-up. Is there enough damage to take down the Genji? Chen tried, unable to do so. Bottom lane camp will be grabbed. Second objective phase up and available here, and this will be north-south positioning. What are we looking at for our 10 talent tiers? Those will be floating on in a second. Greymane Inner Beast active. He's going to start getting his autos onto the Immortal here. A little bit of blind from the Johanna. Celestial Charge. Diablo tries to go in for the Shadow Charge, but it's met by an Iron Skin of Johanna. Down over here, this Immortal's getting burned down a lot quicker than Greymane can work on his Immortal. Shuriken Mastery done by the Genji. Across the board, there's Emerald Winds for the Brightwing at level 10, so no Blink heal for her. Desperate Prayer activated by the Anduin. X-Strike from Genji. Leap of Faith onto Yasu, who goes right back in with a Celestial Charge. Does have the Wrath of Angiris. We've got a Wandering Keg Chen, Light Bomb, Lightning Breath, as well as on the opposing side, X-Strike, Ball, Lightning. We've got a Entomb Leoric, Emerald Wind, Brightwing, and Blessed Shield for the Johanna. Condemn is pretty decent here. We've got a Wandering Keg from Chen, pushing people around. Lightning Breath activated. Itrax getting chunked here a bit. Chen flying kicks in, finds a good stun onto the enemy, but Lovecoil has activated that Soothing Mist in time. The Wrath of Angiris, the Sky Suplex does not connect, and that will be Imperius going down. Itrax and crew are looking to chase down Dobby. The slows are pretty good, but Itrax is getting low. Dobby getting lower. Greymane, Anduin, and Imperius all fall, and this is looking fantastic to the side of Storm League Enjoyers as the Catapult is fixated onto this keep and will drop it down to about 75%. The Immortal will be burned down here and go to the bottom lane. Alright, so Immortal goes to bottom. Belith is going to be dealing a decent amount of damage into structures. Diablo and Imperius have... Actually, this took way longer than I anticipated. This keep is down to 50%. And the fort should fall. Keep front gate should take some damage. And then maybe some damage onto the keep. It really just depends on how aggressive the siege is going to be. And if there's any potential kills to be had. As I say this, Leoric is walking a wave into top lane. So Leoric's going to try and take down top lane keep. Chen and Genji. Actually, Chen going to defend. Genji coming up here to help siege. No level 13 still, so no Shin Gun, but sure, ton of shurikens in. That's gonna be a keep down 9 minutes in. Win conditions set through top lane, and Space Goofs, who look so dominant in map number 1, don't don't really seem as confident here in Battlefield of Eternity. Not sure if they just had a really good, comfortable draft in map 1. If this idea in map number 2 with the Hypercarry Greymane is just not working out, I'm not sure. Or Storm League Enjoyers, they're warmed up after that map 1, and now they're feeling a lot more confident. They're able to take these team fights. There's a menagerie. There's a large amount of options. Yeah, that's what we'll say. Impalers for the top lane. Bruiser Camp up in 50. This Bruiser Camp is up and available currently as we check back down into bottom. 13's here. For the side of Storm League Enjoyers, they're just going to back off. Now they're looking for the camp, maybe? Diablo scouts out Leoric with a Fire Stomp. Sees the enemy team starting to rotate in as well. And without, as I said, without that 13, they want to play this safe. Not sure where Dobby was going in that pathing. They still are working on this camp. Which makes me a little nervous right now. Chen joining in. He's got Wandering Keg. Drinks up, makes sure he's full on brew. Leoric lands the Drain Hope. And that's it. No actual camp invade. Not as sketchy as it seemed. 13 talents here does roll over. Got that the Hellfire. Debilitating Flames is going to be level 16. Do have the Enchant Boots Lion Speed. So no, it's just going to be the movement speed bonus, and also a little bit of healing, but it doesn't give us that second charge yet. Imperious, hey, he's continuing with Pathetic Mortals. That's a nice one as well. Phase shift onto Ryan top lane, bolsters the health of Leoric, who was low. Third objective phase of the game up and available, and what and how is this going to go? Miss on the Celestial Charge there. The Immortal is being worked on, but they're going to move over to Itrax. The Lightning Breath is really good. The Bright Wing Soothing misactivated, as well as the Emerald Dreams. Not Emerald Dream, sorry. Emerald Wind. Pushes back the enemies for a moment there. Diablo with a nice Fire Stomp through the enemies as well. Heals up a bit. Cassia still. Ooh, that's a great Light Bomb. Wrath of Angiers onto Cassia. Light Bomb comes out as well. Ball Lightning, sorry, is what Cassia threw out. Phase shift from Brightwing, 100 and something HP. The Celestial Charge connects onto 2. Anduin's the one to go down. Dobby wants to trade here. Curse Bullet onto a very low Cassia already. We do have Camp pushing into the core, and the Immortal will take down the Greymane. That's a little awkward right there. Granted, Greymane had nowhere to go. And Pierce is looking for a Celestial Charge target. He's going to find the double Celestial Charge onto the enemy. Double stab. There is damage going onto that core right now from those catapults. Or excuse me, there's core shielding being scratched by the catapults. It's going to be almost a % off, but it's all okay for the time being. Greymane up in 8, Cassie up in 5, Brightwing up in 7 seconds. I'm checking to see. Brightwing's got phase shift available. I do believe, I think I clicked on Brightwing, right? Yeah, she's got phase shift. Phase shifts in immediately. Emerald wins to push back the enemies. We haven't even got to the halfway point in the Immortal phase. That's a really good Entomb. Diablo's gonna just try and Shadow Charge onto Leoric. He kind of doesn't go anywhere still. Greymane's back into it. This fight has been non-stop. Chen can't find a flying kick target. The Immortal halfway point is gonna be triggered. Someone's gotta go deal with this in top lane. Or, oh, they're going to go for a race. They're like, you know what, we might take some core damage. We need to win this Immortal to kind of buffer out these lanes. They need the Immortal to buffer the lanes and push things out a little bit. They really need to take down a fort or something right now. That's going to be a Wrath of Angiers that did not trigger. Ball Lightning from Cassia going out. Yasuo trying to live will go down to Cassia. That's going to be a Lightning Breath. This is all over right here, right now, chat. Storm League Enjoyers. They could just go core and end. Well, death timers are kind of low, actually. So core shielding is going to get scratched. Cassia, Johanna are going to zone. Dobby goes back in. They want this Immortal. Inner Beast is active, I do believe. There's going to be a blind. Greymane jumps in. Was this a wrong choice? Wandering Keg from Chen. Yeah, it was. That was unfortunate. Oh. Sorry, just the leap of faith into the Leoric who rounds the corner is just, oh, it's a rough go. Phase shift from Brightwing. As they do take down the Anduin, Cassie starts working on the Immortal. Now, I do gotta point out, this is still, they can still run over here and try and burn down the 4,643 HP left. Cassia is really the only one working over here. Okay, Genji is helping out, so it's gonna go a little bit faster. Imperious? He's not going for it. Yeah, he's gonna try and stab away. Alright. Wow, this, I gotta say, Space Goofs, they are making some massive goofs. I had a better, I thought I had something better there. I didn't. I thought I had a better joke there. I did not. Alright. I'll blame it being early and I haven't had any good caffeine yet. We just had green tea. Alright, 6 to 13 in kills, 16 to 18 in levels, so it's even talent tiers at least. Diablo and friends are doing their best to take down the Immortal shielding. They'll do that. It moves into melee range. Fire Stomp's coming out, give it a bit of health. Excuse me, a bit of extra souls to Diablo with that level 4 Soul to Flame. The bottom lane keep will fall. Immortal around 50%. Is this enough to end? The positioning doesn't really lead me to believe they're confident that they can end. That's going to be a great Entomb off the Blessed Shield. Wrath of Angiers will abduct one. We've got Yasuo able to blink away with his level 13 or level 16 Valorous Pursuit. The Immortal's cleared out, and holy crap, that's going to be Cassia and Leoric taken down. Catapults are going to be dealt with by Diablo. He actually shadow charges into them, trying to overpower and move them away. Meanwhile, Johanna's creating space for the rest of the allies to back away. Greymane trying to chase down Itrax right now, and one more auto will be enough. Wait, no, it's not enough when you're blinded, but 84% remains on the core. Not sure what Chen's doing over here. It's now day 9 since you've had caffeine. Congratulations. Congratulations. I think this November is 9 years without a cigarette for me. So 2025 will be 10 years without a cigarette. Because I believe I quit in 2015 because it was a little bit after I graduated university. Because I graduated in 2014. And then, yeah, 2015 is when I stopped smoking. So, November 1st. Helping else with my blood pressure problem? Oh, I mean, logically that tracks. I'm no physician, but in my mind that would track. Like less caffeine would help with blood pressure. I wonder if you could. I wonder if there was. I wonder if you could do like any sort of like healthy smoothie in the morning to help with blood pressure as well. As I said, I'm not a nutritionist, but I feel like there might be some benefit if you could get away with that. Also, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have some sort of like healthy smoothie in the morning. Like that's something that a lot of people do just to, you know, antioxidants and stuff like that. So Leoric is currently trying to just pressure out the bottom lane wave. The first half of the Immortal is going to be raced down by the Greymane. Chen's actually going to go deal with bottom. Catapults are on core, and Chen will manage these before anything besides the shielding goes down. The Immortals go over to race potential sides. Genji's over on the right. This fallen shaman is grabbed. And I think this is just to buffer the bottom lane wave. That's just to push it out so that way they have one less thing to worry about. Genji's still working over on the right-hand side, but he's positioning to jump over here. Wrath of Angiers not connecting. That's going to be Leoric able to Wraith walk out, but he's very low. Leoric is... that's a nice Wandering Keg from Chen. X-Ray from Genji. Yasuo very split from his team. X-Ray has the Light Bomb out. And that's going to be Imperious falling. Diablo does go down. Once again, the team fight is just falling apart for Space Goofs. They had a good sort of setup, and it just absolutely crumbles. And this is going to be... I think they're just calling for end now. Yeah. 45 on Imperious, 51 on Greymane. I don't see a way that they can bring this back in. Diablo's dead. One less person to defend. It's a Chen Anduin on the defenses, but yeah, Genji's already on core. The waves are arriving. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not starting today out with a 3-0 series. No, we got a 1-1 on our hands. We got a competitive series here in the Banshee Cup lower bracket semifinals. Alrighty. Alterac Pass, Curse Hollow, Garden of Terror, Haunted Mines, Infernal Shrine, Sky Temple, and Towers of Doom apparently are the maps available. I don't know about that Haunted Mines, but it says it on the list, so maybe someone will choose it. But you know the dealio right now, chat. We're going to go ahead and jump on out of the stats, and we will show you some ads, and then get into map 3. Welcome back in. Map number 3 of our first best of 5 of the day. On the left-hand side, it's going to be the members of Space Goofs, and on the right, it will be Storm League Enjoyers. Storm League Enjoyers has had a very strong turn of tables, if you will, on Battlefield of Eternity, so we'll see if they can continue that momentum, or if it's going to be some back and forths here between these two teams. As always, this is the Meta Madness style of draft. We're in a best of 5 series, so there's well, minimum at this point minimum 4 maps total, because you got to win by 2, got to win by 3. There you go. However you say it. I can't think of words today, so I'm just gonna pretend like everything I say is absolutely correct for sure. Dahaka Blaze will be banned away. For the Meta Madness style of draft, heroes that are banned do not add to that list. Only heroes that are picked and played. So the 20 heroes we've seen so far are unavailable. We've got some bounties as well. We talked about those in the previous map, and we'll see if anyone leans into those bounties during this best of 5, but I have a gut feeling that's not going to be the case. I mean, maybe a Cho'Gall. Like, Cho'Gall probably seems like the most reasonable. But either way, this is loser of this series takes 4th place in the tournament. Winner goes on to the lower bracket final up next, which is another best of 5. And I just don't know, just not sure what they want to lean to for this. Oh, I don't think it's going to be Monstrosity Abathur. I do not think it's going to be Monstrosity Abathur. But you never know. We'll wait for level 10, and we'll wait for level 10 with bated breath. What else do we got here going on? So I'm trying to sit up a little bit into the chair. That's a good stretch, I think. Uther Hanzo. Okay. Main tank Uther. We're gonna see a double support. We're gonna see what? Picking up Rhaegar on top of this. Bloodlust? Bloodlust Rhaegar? Wait, wasn't Rhaegar already played? Wait, Rhaegar was already played. Ancestor Healing was in map number 1. Rhaegar was already played, so they're probably gonna... Okay. Yep, there it is. Yep, there it is. Alright. Well, we'll figure out what's going on with that. Kids these days. Kids these days. Well, anyways, while we're waiting, how y'all doing? Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for hanging out in my stream. Due to snow and storm conditions, Heavenly have a delayed opening and are estimating opening of 10 a.m. Additional delays are possible. Oh, Vale. Instead of just canceling and closing the mountain for the safety of others and the public, instead, we're just gonna string people along. We're gonna string people along, and they're all gonna drive up here and risk their lives to probably not be able to go skiing. The Rhaegar picker will now be launched into the sun. That'd be funny. Alrighty. Where is the player? Alright, there we go. Welcome back! Blah, 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 blah. Meta Madness. Map 3. Best of 5. 4th place. Winner goes on to fight for 3rd. That's what we'll just edit the video back into. That's what we'll do. Either way. So we'll get through the bans. We'll get through. So it'll be first pick Abathur on the left-hand side. We don't know what the Rhaegar is supposed to be instead. We know that the enemy is going to be, or the enemy. We know that the Storm League Enjoyers will go for the Uther and the Hanzo. So still is one of those situations like, what are they leaning into with Uther Hanzo? Cho'Gall is an option, honestly. Like, and then you can pick up another healer. I'm glad they're speed running through this draft and not taking their time on every single pick. All right, so we're back to where we were in the draft after our little sort of hiccup. And what do they want to pair into this? This is Lucio Jaina. Okay. I don't think they'll choke all this. I think they're gonna just look for like a standard simple composition. Man, I'm just not comfortable today, man. It's gonna be a lot of laying on the floor later today. A lot of laying on the floor, I think. As much as I can't stand laying on the floor anymore. Ugh. I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired of this goddamn injury. Sergeant Hammerband away as well. Alright. Get rid of her artillery. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna lean into on this. I really don't know what either team is going for. It's kind of, it's very open-ended. Like I do feel like Space Scoops are gonna go into like a Samuro and then like a tank. But that does kind of feel very squishy. Twin Blades Varian? I doubt, but maybe? I actually would like to see Twin Blades Varian. Alright, what is our last pick, though, for the set of Space Scoops? I don't know how they want to, or the last 2 picks. I don't know how they want to round out this composition. A Diva. Okay. Jaina's like the best clone target. Alright, so Gorge, Speed. Alright, yeah, I can see it. I can see it. You could also ally hook the Diva Bomb. Like, she could place the Diva Bomb in a weird spot, and then Stitches could ally hook it into, like, the enemy team or something. That's definitely a possibility of a playstyle. So what do we want to see here for the last pick on the right side? Are they going to hyper carry Han? Okay. I honestly do think it's going to be a Twin Blades Varian. I really would like to see Twin Blades Varian. I genuinely want it. Alrighty, draft has been completed. We are reloading on into map number 3 of the day. Thank you all for hanging out. If you're having a good time here on Twitch, be sure to drop a follow. If you're watching over on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe so we can grow the YouTube page. Thanks everyone for being here. We got some awesome games for all of you today. Hoping I can stick through them. As I said, the discomfort's a bit mild today, but we're doing our best to make sure we don't push it, but we're also making sure that we can live a semi-normal life, so at least I can do stuff. I absolutely adore being able to stream for all of you, so thanks for being here, thanks for hanging out, and let's load on into our map number 3 in this best of 5 series. All right, the Medivh side of the map, we've got Storm League Enjoyers backed by Drekthar. Arion is going to be your Medivh. Rai on the Sonya. We'll see an Aether, Hanzo, Lavkul on the Uther, and last but not least, Itrax to play your Varian. What are you taking at level 1, Varian? What are you taking at level 1, homie? Left side of the map, we're looking at Space Goofs. They fell on Battlefield. We're going to try and roll it on back here on Alterac Pass. Why am I playing Lucio? Dayquaza playing a Diva, X-Ray on a Lucio, Ply on the Stitches, Dobby on your Jaina, and Yasuo will be your Abathur. It's a quest! It's a High King's quest! Woohoo! High King's quest! Alright, we're looking at a Twin Blades Varian. We assume there's a Twin Blades Varian. He's not a real boy for the next 4 levels. He's probably going to get bopped right here in mid. He's going to get hooked. He's going to get through the portal, and it's A-OK. Medivh stackage 2 currently. Hanzo, Simple Geometry, Wave of Light for the Uther. On the opposing side, Stitches is going to go into that Patchwork Creation. We've got Globes for the Jaina. And Abathur will have his Pressurized Glands level 1. All right, well, with that, let's go ahead and start out our prediction. Get you all a gamble here for map number 3 in this best of 5 series. Oh, chat, we've got some great games coming at you, and I believe this should be a real fun one, especially with a High King's Quest Varian. The assumption, that's a Twin Blades, baby! Any Twin Bladers in chat? Any Abathurs in chat? Where is Ninja to get excited about an Abathur? Unfortunately, there's a pause, and I don't know why. So we'll wait for this pause to commence or finish. It's already being requested for readies. Alright, so the readies, it was like a small little DC, no big deal. Ninja's here to throw some channel points down. Good morning, bud. Good to see you. There you go. One of the best Abathur skins, but I do think Pajamathur is the top tier. Mecha Abathur, really cool. Pajamathur, S tier. Alright, little stun into Stitches. He gets a chomp onto the enemy and heals right back up. The Nulpax in mid will be cleared out. Medivh getting a little bit low here, but he's going to throw out more Arcane Rift and build up that stackage. Currently at 11. Abathur soaking up bottom lane. We've got an Abathur hat on this Diva in top. Hanzo continues to build up his Simple Geometry. He did go into Serrated Arrows level 4. Diva with Mecha Explosion available doesn't want to have to pop it just to get away. She doesn't want to lose the mech, and that's also half a kill, which is half a chunk of experience. All right, Varian. What? I mean, High King's Quest with Colossus Smash is great, but I am disappointed in our Varian player. He must have accidentally chosen the wrong talent. That's the only logical explanation. I'm an Abathur enjoyer IRL, as I like to wear pajamas and not engage with anything directly. Oh, alright. I'll take that. Can't blame you. Hook does not connect onto Varian. Adrenal Overload for Abathur. This is going to be nice for the Diva. The Diva in top lane, currently 18 stacks on his baseline. Arcane Rift. Slam build for the Sonya. Sonic Arrow doesn't delay, but Uther's Wave of Light will. Lucio jumps away really quickly as Varian shows up. What's up, Dragoon? You voted because of the Twin Blades? Streamer baited chat. I mean, I wasn't trying to. I mean, I see High King's Quest, and there's literally a bounty for for Twin Blades. I'm like, okay, they're doing it. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and Itrex is going to live. Nicely done from Uther and Medivh. Hanzo Sonic Arrow providing some vision. Stormbow will get a delay if needed. He's just going to hold that charge. Wave of Light was one attempted delay. There's another. Medivh on 28 stacks. Okay. Abathur's got his mule down from level 7, working on that top lane fort front gate. It's like, what, 3,600 HP. The structures. Mecha Explosion from D.Va. Zones the enemy. Hanzo gets another delay around the objective. Delay on X-Ray. That's as much as he can do right there. Stitches will get the channel. Medivh, 30 stacks. Itrex a little bit low here. Hook will not connect onto the enemy. Quaza able to boost away. All right. 20 seconds of channel time remaining on the right-hand side. Storm League enjoyers will start soaking up these waves and continuing looking for level 10. Full scatter arrow build for Hanzo. You got the second win for Varian, which is nice with High King's Quest and Colossus Smash. So this level 7 actually is a huge pickup for Varian. Speaking of level 7s, though, that are huge, Ice Flows for the Jaina. Mule, as we already talked about, and another one will be summoned right there. Null pack from mid on both sides. Stitch is trying to get the channel here, but it's being delayed. How's the snow? Pretty big. We got a lot yesterday. We definitely got the 2 feet we were expecting yesterday. Friday wasn't as big as everyone thought. Like, Thursday wasn't that big. Friday wasn't as big as we all thought. Yesterday was a pretty big day. And then today is supposed to be like, I don't know, 7 or so inches. Medivh is just gonna get bopped right there. He's not gonna cast the. He's not gonna use the Force of Will on himself. Might have actually been on cooldown realistically, but either way, Itrex getting a little bit low. Medivh is able to bird up. Lucio looking for the channel, delayed out once again. But yeah, after stream today, I'll do the driveway, and then Bandit will run around the street because he refuses to go into the backyard because there's just too much snow. So, gotta clear the driveway after stream so that way we can go out in the street and then Bandit can poop in the street. I literally yesterday I was cooking. I was making some mini tacos. And one of my neighbors was, no joke, just driving their sled, their snowmobile up and down the street, because why not? Leap for Sonya. There's a Divine Shield on Varian. They go in and take down the D.Va mech. They will take out Stitches. Lucio killed as well. Rai looking for the channel on the high side of that camp, and will be able to get it. 2 seconds on Lucio death timer, 10 to go on Stitches. They went for the bounty, chat. They went for the bounty. If Ultimate Evolution Abathur, or excuse me, Evolve Monstrosity Abathur wins, that's $50 to the side of Space Scoops. If they lose, they get nothing. Well, if they lose, they get a loss. Camp is being delayed out once again. This will be Lucio with the Abathur hat poking at a few enemies in mid. Stitches goes down to bottom. So, right now it's looking like, by the way, it's looking like packages are going to be delivered on Wednesday. Looks like at least things are being scheduled to be delivered on Wednesday, so I'm hoping that at least I can get my Final Fantasy copy by then. I've also got that new, I've got the new UPS that I ordered yesterday for the router and modem. Dobby getting chunked to a few hundred HP, not even! Stream Deck. Thank you, dear Lord.
Our camp is under siege. We have to keep that key.
Alright, well, first objective, 8 minutes, almost 9 minutes in. Varian's done with High King's Quest. Medivh is a singular stack away from finishing out his Arcane Rift, and as I mentioned, the High King's Quest is done for Varian. He went charge at 10, and honestly, Varian is something to be a little Varian is scary at this point, in my opinion. Medivh's done with stackage, so no Arcane Rift stacks to be lost if he dies. It is a Putrid Bile, Sound Barrier, Ultimate, or Evolved Monstrosity. Micro Missiles for the Diva, as she will be lost to the Varian in top. Jaina with the Water Elemental. Portal set up by Medivh. Leap from Sonya, not connecting, but it's a low cooldown. Leyline Seal, 25 seconds. Hanzo Dragon Arrow, 4 seconds to go. Divine Shield's up, and Varian Colossal Smash is ready to go. Dobby coming up here to clear things out, and Varian, he doesn't seem very worried. He's going to go clear out the Water Elemental immediately. And then he's going to focus on the fort. Okay. But their hat onto the Jaina. Itrax getting a little bit low here, and Itrax is dead. Not too sure about that aggression. Maybe he was anticipating the team rotation a little bit faster, but one fort falls in bottom. Diva clears out the rest of the camp, and that'll be the end of that. Honestly, didn't feel like that much was achieved by Storm League enjoyers there. Abathur, Mule. Mule's going to be healing up this top lane fort. How much is actually missing on this? Okay, so it's not going to heal it back to full. Mule probably will get it to like 12,000 or so, based on the time left. And then another Mule will actually get the fort to full, just about. The Ultimate Evolution is ready to go if Abathur wants to summon it. Let's see if he actually pops that in like bottom or something. Sonya checking the top lane area. Was looking for some Abathur mines just in case they were in the bush. Dobby, I think, saw this right now. Lucio while riding around as well. Level 16's almost here. Gotta be careful of even trying to step into this boss, because Medivh, Leyline Seal is an answer for anyone that tries to step in. I'd actually like to see double boss. Are they going to push with, or are they just going to... Sonya pushes with? No. They're going to go for the double call? Nice Dragon's Arrow, followed up by a stun. Dobby will fall. Itrax charges in. And Aether clears out a bit of mid. Yeah, that's double boss play. Nice call. Top fort is completely taken out. Mid is managed by Medivh.
You know what to do.
So the question is, will they try and take down a keep with this? Looks like they are prioritizing bottom. Varian's gonna go check the camp over here. Doesn't see any enemies on it. As we hold the vision really quickly. Monstrosity showing in top lane. Objective phase is up. Medivh sets up some portaling. They're immediately gonna go for the camp, or for the objective. Excuse me. Bottom boss, Abathur is gonna be... Okay, I was like, if Abathur doesn't move, he might be in trouble. He's gonna summon Mule, which will slightly delay things out. Mule actually gets killed. Mule gets killed immediately. Channel's happening. There's a Leyline Seal, I believe, onto Stitches here. Who's gonna pop his Putrid Bile? Soundbear from Lucio is humongous as Medivh does go down. Sonya's still slamming on the top of our screen. She's trying to sustain this objective area, but she knows she can't go any longer, and she's going to try and spin, get her trait to kick in for the movement speed. Micro Missiles will slow her down. Abathur Hat providing some extra damage as well. Lucio coming in with the reverse amp, and Sonya, she leaps away this hook from Stitches. Meanwhile, in mid lane, Hanzo manages this camp. Fort will be saved. Abathur in bottom. Looks like Keep Front Gate goes down. Probably summon Mule to buff up this keep a little bit. Yeah. 20 seconds to go on Uther's death timer. 30 seconds to go of channel time for Space Goose. They may be able to get this objective phase. I'm not 100% sure. Sonya's going to hearth out for just a little bit extra HP, just so she's completely full, and probably rotates in with the rest of the allies. Oh no, she probably helps out mid lane. Stitches has got an angle for a hook, but keep in mind, it's not a gorge. There's a hook onto Hanzo. He's slammed with that pulverized level 16. Medivh, Leyline Seal, no Medivh cheats. Water Elemental coming out. Camp will be picked up by the side of Space Goofs, and that'll be the end of the objective scuffle. Another monstrosity has been summoned. Another monstrosity is up and available. You've got Soma Transference and Adrenaline Boost. Hold up, Medivh. Sets up a portal. Dequaza chunked here. Loses mech immediately. Soundbarrier from the Lucio. Leap in from Sonya. Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo will connect. Medivh trying to poke out as well. Does have his level 16 Temporal Flux for some extra cooldown reduction cheating. Itrax in a really awkward spot. Gets the portal out, and he's fine. Mid fort will fall. Bottom fort is being pushed in by Monstrosity and Objective. Meanwhile, Sonya unable to sustain in top. She's a little worried about the enemies rotating up to her and ganking, since they haven't really shown since mid outside of Jaina. Bottom fort's completely gone. Top lane fort goes down as well. Hook onto Uther. So he does his best to start backing away. Dobby at the top of this engagement. Leyline Seal connects onto her. Natural agility. No, they takes the portal out. Oh, I don't know if that's where Hanzo wanted to go. Anyways, Jaina gets the kill still. She's going to pop her improved ice block. That will be Medivh going down as well. Lavkal getting really low. Pops the benediction. Leap from Sonya, and they take down the Lucio. Diva unable to get any sort of value right there, but it will be a 1-for-3 in favor of the side of Space Goofs, and they've managed to make something big happen here as the monstrosity in bottom is cleared up by the keep shots, but this minion wave is getting some great damage. It's not gonna, yeah, you see the danger ping on it too. Someone's got to go manage it, and Sonya, she went up to top lane. This keep in bottom is going to be down to like 20-something%. Oh, really good wave right there. Really good wave pushed in. Abathur helping with that monstrosity. 20 Talonteers here. We've got the Hive Mind. We'll see the House Party as well. Gas Bag on our Stitches. Albeit of Armor for Diva. And last but not least, the Winter Mute, which is a huge one for Jaina. On the opposing side, Medivh cheats, as he always does, with his talents and his abilities and his entire character and busted-ass level 1. Sonic Air, not triggered at all. Bullseye for the Hanzo. Uther's holding, I'm assuming. Yeah, it's Redemption. We've got Ignore Pain as well as the Glory to the Alliance. This boss will not be invaded in time. 6 to 7 in kills, and honestly, it's getting late game and starting to get a little worrisome here for the side of for either side. I'd say more so on the right hand side for Storm League Enjoyers, as they have a bottom lane keep very low. Abathur keeps pushing up the waves with hats and such. Third objective is here. 50 seconds of channel time for jailers to deal with, but they're going to double boss here. And bottom, I don't see how you can clear this boss before it takes down this keep in bottom. Man, I am chugging down tea. I am almost done with this cup already. All right. So boss will confirm bottom keep. Abathur has monstrosity if he wants to put that in top to start pushing up there. In top lane looks like, yeah, the boss got some damage on the keep front gate, but as I mentioned, this lad is got 33,400 HP. Granted. Colossal Smash, I do believe, reduces armor on this. I know it does for Immortals. Wow. I am shocked how quickly they took this down. The boss didn't even make it to the keep. Holy crap. I legitimately thought that was going to take it down. Abathur, though, he could buff up his monstrosity a bit. Like, he can get another wave, which is going to be putting him at 15 out of 40. And then he could dig to bottom and try and take down this keep with the monstrosity. His monstrosity scale, like, so what? There's 3,420 HP. Let's round for funsies. Monstrosity does 240 damage currently, and it's still scaling up a little bit more off this wave. 252 damage, so someone can do the math on how many autos that would be. Diva tries to delay out. Looks like it's going to be 20 seconds of channel achieved. 30 to go. Bottom lane wave is pretty decent, by the way. Stitches gets the Abathur hat. Medivh floating just above all of this. What's up, Mr. I'm Stuck? How's the blizzard? We're at the tail end of it. Got a little bit more snow today, but pretty chill. Nice sound barrier from Lucio. Bottom lane keep does go down. Monstrosity pushing on top lane keep front gate. A monstrosity game that's looking pretty good right now as assistance pings are going around the objective area. But yeah, we got some winds today. The winds should start calming down in about 20-ish minutes. Still around like 15 miles an hour all day, but yeah. And as I mentioned, like 6 more inches of snow or so today. Dragon's Arrow, leap from Sonya, Stitches goes down. I do have to point out, Abathur is still pushing on a keep and takes that down in top. Like, Monstrosity actually getting, like, massive value. Also, Monstrosity would be fully completed on stacks right there. Something added into the game, a tracker. I'd love if Abathur could save the Monstrosity, burrow it out or something, but Sonya's going to clear this before anything can be done. All right, well, a win condition is here for the side of Space Scoops. I don't know how they want to deal with this. Do they run at Drekthar and just try and win the game? Try and backdoor the core on Alterac Pass? I don't think so. Death Timers, this is actually kind of awkward. Hope you're well. I've got some discomfort today. Like, it's not like pain. I'm just uncomfortable. So, but we're managing. I did my stretches. I took my Celebrex. Should be kicking in the next few minutes, like fully. I can definitely feel that it's like the discomfort's starting to go away a little bit. But I'm probably gonna get like another ice pack to put behind my knee because behind my knee is just still so sore, so uncomfortable. I think it's just the muscle is just from the way I was walking so weird for 2 months. That muscle is just out of whack. So just trying to get it back to a good place. And obviously with the giant snowstorm, it's kind of hard to go for a walk with the dog. I shouldn't be like walking through uneven snow and stuff. That's not good for my spine. But either way, Bandit and I will go play in the street after stream. See if I can get another neighbor with a dog to come join us so they can have some fun together. Stitches and friends will take down the mid lane fort. Medivh sets up a short distance portal. Diva boosting through. Scatters from Hanzo coming out, but the mid siege is cleared. Bottom lane approaching the keep that is exposed from earlier when there was a boss that was grabbed. Took down the keep front gate, but this Abathur is going to hat the keep right now. They got some decent damage onto the objective here. A mule should be coming down once they move over to top lane. And Jane is actually going to stick around down here. They were anticipating, yeah. They were anticipating the enemy team, or excuse me, Storm League Enjoyers were anticipating Space Scoops to go to top, and they just send the Diva. They still lose the keep in bottom, so it is what it is, but it's only 1 keep lost. By comparison, you have the 2 down over here on the right-hand side of the map, and Boss is up and available for the top lane. 5 seconds to go for bottom lane, so Boss push potential to end the game. Or they could look at a mid lane keep. They're going to grab this siege camp here. Now, here's the unfortunate part. Oh, no, he's not going to go for it. I thought I was about to say, Medivh is going to float down, and then he has Leyline Seal. Yeah, Stitches checks. Okay, so they're just going to trade bosses. Diva will show in bottom, so they know that something's going on, but they have to just assume. If you're uncomfortable, just imagine everyone watching in their underwear. Sorry, I thought of the Shy Ronnie song. Boner alert. Yeah, after stream, as I said, I'm gonna do the snow blowing, and then I'm pretty much just gonna lay on the floor for the rest of the day, and then probably tomorrow is gonna be laying on the floor for a lot of the. I'm gonna do my best to just chill tomorrow. Unfortunately, I don't have Final Fantasy, so that was like my game plan. I was like, oh, dude, I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna lay on ice. I'm gonna do stretches. I'm gonna have a nice, easy, relaxing day off. Oh, nope. Final Fantasy has not been delivered to me because I have a gigantic snowstorm. So, I mean, no postal service is currently delivering. No FedEx, no USPS, no UPS. Drekthar taking a lot of damage here. Space Scoops are going to have, the Leyline Seal onto Diva, Mecha Explosion. Aether's going to go down to Stitches, and the core will fall. Map number 3 goes over to the side of Space Scoops as they're fighting back here in this best of 5 lower bracket semifinal. Well, Abathur Monstrosity Bounty has been completed, as Space Goofs did win with their Monstrosity Abathur. Space Goofs payout. Boom. Boom. Alright. I am back. Sorry for the delay. Welcome into Infernal Shrines, map number 4 of our best of 5 in the lower bracket semifinal. My name is Bahamut. I'm a little cold because I'm sitting on an ice pack and I need this tea to steep before I can drink it. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Is each bounty claimable only once, or can someone claim the same one next set? So the bounties can be done by every team. So every team can do Abathur Monstrosity, but because of the Meta Madness style of draft, in this best of 5, Storm League enjoyers can't attempt Abathur Monstrosity because it was just played. Just like how Space Goofs can't go for Twin Blades Varian because he was played on the last map and now he can't be drafted. So there is that uniqueness, but every team could have done the bounties if they set out from back in the GSL playoff bracket when this happened, when it started. So there are still in the next best of 5, someone could go for Abathur Monstrosity, but not Space Goofs. They can't repeat the same ones. I know I'm kind of all over the place on this, and I apologize. I'm still waking up today. So I think I kind of stumbled my way through that explanation. I think that's nice and clear. If it's not clear, yeah. So Space Goofs, if they advance, couldn't get Abathur Monstrosity again. Correct. Yes, exactly. But in the next best of 5, the opposing team could try for it because they haven't. Space Goofs, they could go for healerless comp. They could go for... Space Goofs, they actually have a Diablo composition being built right now. Tyrael, Vala, those are all Diablo characters. On the opposing side, Tracer, Dahaka, Deckard, too many different universes. So, Space Goofs, if they want to try and build a Diablo composition, but Deckard Cain is the only Diablo healer? Nope, Karazim. And Karazim's actually really good for this map. We actually could see a Diablo composition. Imperius was... oh, no, sorry. We're on Inferno, not Battlefield. Well, Karazim's still fine for this map. But Imperius was already played. Johanna was already played. Li Ming was already played. I don't know if there's actually enough Diablo characters to do a Diablo draft right now. Zarya banned out for a potential hypercarry Vala here. They could go for Asmodan. Oh, Ariel, that's a good idea, Trainwreck. Thank you. I forgot about her. I forgot. I, for some reason, thought she was Warcraft, and I know she's not, but it just, my brain. What do I have to search on this? Okay, so they're not gonna go for it. Ah!
Fingertips.
Anonymous Gifter, thank you for 10 Tier 1 gifted subs. If you got a gifted sub, welcome to the Bahamuts. If you didn't, get juked. Thank you, Anonymous Gifter. You scared the crap out of me. I appreciate that greatly. Thank you very much. Fingertips. Salami. Alright, Salami will be picked up by the side of Storm League enjoyers. I keep thinking she's the spirit healer. Oh, maybe that's what I'm... because she does, yeah. She does kind of look like the spirit healer that you see on Towers of Doom. You're right. You are correct. And the spirit healer's, where you die in World of Warcraft? I don't know. I barely played the game. Tyrael, Vala, Thrall... dude. Is Murky a bounty? Murky's a bounty! Murky is a bounty! Anonymous, your 10 gifted subs summoned the Murky. That's what I'm gonna say. Thank you, Anonymous, again. All right. Any Murky believers in chat? I call it improved dying. I didn't get a sub. Fake. What? Are you saying that my subs aren't real? You're not real! Big Kahuna Tuna. Dude, I want Infinite March. I want Infinite March, man. I feel like it's going to be an Octo Grab game, but we're going to find out. We are going to find out. We got ourselves a Murky game. Let's go, everybody. Space Goofs with... Oh, God, this is my... It's also, I love this Murky skin. Murky, played by Dayquaza, play on the Tyrael, nice Skinergy. We've got Yasu Thrall, another good Skinergy. Malfurion, played by X-Ray. I'll take it. And Dobby with nice Skinergy as well, playing the Vala. Right side of the map, we've got Rai dancing over a dead body on Dahaka. We've got Arion playing your Tracer, Aether on the Kael'thas, Itrax will be your Mei, and Lovecall on the Deckard Cain. Fish Eye for the Murky. I always like to point out, like, how much vision this provides. Oh, get rid of that. There we go. That's not going to provide any sort of vision because it's in the Hall of Storm, so we got to wait for him to place the egg. There we go. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this vision, dude. All the way to here. Massive vision. So Fisheye for Murky. We've got to Echo the Elements for Thrall, Vala auto attack build, Emerald Dreams in the Malfurion, and Justice for All for the Tyrael. On the opposing side, Parting Gift, Tissue Regeneration on the Dahaka. We'll see a Blizzard level 1 Ice Storm for the Mei, Sapphire for the Deckard Cain, which increases, when applied, his slow from 35% to 65% as the baseline is 35% and you're increasing it by 30. And Kael'thas has accidentally taken the wrong level 1. He's gone Mana Addict. Tracer, I don't know if she was attempting to hit Murky or the Fort Front Gate for Siege, but either way. Frozen Punisher will be first in the top lane, and until then, double soak rotations from these teams between mid and bottom, and actually decent pressure into top lane as Murky is getting forced into by Dahaka. Let's start at that prediction for all of you amazing people in chat. Yes. No! I always want max maps, but I want Murky to win, so choices. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm with you on that as well. Like, I like the idea of max maps, but I also like the idea of Murky winning this, but we'll see what happens. Things shall unfold in front of our eyes on Battlefield. Excuse me, Infernal Shrines. Different model. Yeah, so she's just dumping that into the Fort Front Gate. By the way, map Easter egg, if you're ever playing on this. Oh, I'm trying to show you Easter eggs and Vala dies in bottom. By the way, she's going to lose 1 stack of her Gambit, so she's down to 25. She's down to 20%. Anyways, Easter egg, click on the sword, blah, blah, blah. Camp. Oh, that tea is just a little too hot. Ruby for the Deckard Cain, nice. Frozen Punisher announced in the next 10 seconds, up for contest in 30. Netherwind, I believe, for the Kael'thas. 13,000 to 8,300 on the gamble. We still have a small window if you would like to make a Twitch prediction. Give me 1 second. I need to rearrange this ice pack as my butt is getting way too cold. There we go. Hey, thank you, Ashmantle. I appreciate it. Alrighty. So 1 kill so far. Murky has not died at all, actually. It is going to be the Hero Stalker for the Dahaka. I'd actually like to see him go Symbiosis level 7, but it's probably going to be Feeding Frenzy for the drag cooldown and drag duration increase by 0.5 seconds, taking it to 2.25 second drag duration. It's like really long in Heroes of the Storm. Dobby with a few autos onto the objective, a quarter of the way through. Kael'thas going to jump in as well. Level 7s are almost here faster for Storm League enjoyers, and we'll see what the Dahaka leans into. We do have that burned flesh for Kael'thas. There is the Feeding Frenzy, as I mentioned. Like, Symbiosis is really good with this talent build because you can just get all your tissue regeneration finished out faster because of the cooldown on your Dark Swarm at level 7, and then you're getting Essence from Dark Swarm, which is then going to feed into the tissue regeneration. But either way, Deckard Cain does go down. That's 1-to-1 in kills so far. Aryan lands a decent pulse bomb onto X-Ray, who's gonna speed boost out of here. Dobby getting a little bit low. Vala goes down once again. She's down to 15% on her bonus attack speed. That is rough right there for Vala. Murky, meanwhile, doing Murky things. He's gonna double soak. He's gonna push waves. Does have the slippery when wet level 7. Did go into the tougher fish for the spell arm around the puffer fish, and it also deals 50% more damage to slimed targets. Pulse bomb onto Tyrael. He's gonna start floating away over here. The objective phase is looking good to the side of Storm League Enjoyers, as it looks like we will end with 13.6 to 8.3 in our gambles. Decent payout for Storm League Enjoyers to take us to a map number 5. It's a 1 to 2.64 payout as the Punisher, first one of the game, Frozen, goes to Storm League Enjoyers. Punisher jumps, doesn't actually have a target right there. Nice job from, I think, Playa with that bait and then using the Tyrael Druin's Might to get away. Murky continues to double soak for his allies, and the tough for Fish getting quick clear onto the waves. He does have that eye over here, excuse me, the fish eye from level 1, providing some vision on that Dahaka, making the counter rotations against him. Top 4 does go down. Vala, Dobby keeping that hatred up, vaulting around and trying to take down the Punisher a little bit faster before it gets much, if any, damage onto the keep front gate. Gets one auto. Murky will run into the enemy team. He's actually going to Abe Simpson that bad boy and just turn right around. Nice replacement of the egg before they seed, but of course, the new fisheye sees what's going on over here. Thrall, Malfurion, and the rest, they're all rotating down. 10 talents here, almost here. We're going to cycle through the other numbers. Thrall poking in with a chain lightning. Malfurion with a root underneath this. They will still get the camp on the side of Storm League Enjoyers. Did I see an isolation? No, I didn't. Okay. I thought I heard an isolation, but that was the drag audio. Anyways, 10's not even here. Couldn't even have the isolation yet. All right, it's Octo Grab. I didn't think we would get March of the Murlocs, but, you know, a man can dream. So it's probably going to be Big Kahuna Tuna 20. Sundering for Thrall. There's an Avalanche from May. We've got a Rain of Vengeance from Vala. Sundering from Thrall does activate. Kael'thas is the one to go down here. Still have Sanctification available. There's going to be a Octo Grab. Sanctification is the answer. Murky trying to body block onto Dahaka, and that is going to be a Stay While and Listen from Decker Cade. Unfortunately, will not save the Dahaka, who did go Isolation. May with the Avalanche. Stay While and Listen as we saw. Phoenix for the Kael'thas. And Tracer, we'll see when she finishes up her charge what color her bomb is. That looks like Quantum Spike to me. Looks like it's a little bit more blue towards the center, and I don't think that's a sticky bomb. We'll double check when we get our talents back up at the bottom, or I guess back on the bottom. But either way, 3 to 2 in kills. I don't believe Murky's died yet still. Let me see. I don't think he actually has died yet. Quantum Spike, yes. Deathless Murky. Deathless Murky is not something I was anticipating today. $19 stacks for Kael'thas on his level 1. He needs a globe. There it is. So he's got the activatable arcane barrier, but keep in mind he's able to use or overstack that. We're going to have a Sundering met by a Phoenix of Kael'thas. Yasu getting a little bit low, trying to get that trait to kick in. Murky takes down the Tracer. That's not a phrase I was expecting to say either today. Murky's going to use his bubble. He doesn't have any sort of healing. He will finally go down, but I mean, a Tracer for a Murky, you lose the camp. Stay While and Listen onto 2. Malfurion spreads that living bomb, which actually might have been intentional to wake up the Vala. Avalanche onto Tyrael. Does he have Sanctification? He does. Let's see, 27, 26, 25. He blows his load on the fort front gate, and Dahaka finishes tissue regeneration level 1. They're all done with Echo of the Elements. We've got our 13 talents here, almost here for both sides. Second objective, Arcane Punisher in the bottom lane, and Paler Camp is going to start taking down the fort front gate. What's the range on these kids? 10. Okay. I know they outrange structures. I was just curious by how much, and by 2, roughly. Alrighty, well, 13's here first for the side of Space Goofs. Sundering just came off a cooldown. Tranquility for Malfurion is here as well, looking for a flank with Thrall. Octo Grab for Murky is ready to go. About halfway through the Skeletal Defenders are the members of Storm League Enjoyers, but quickly rising on the side of Space Goofs as Fallen Shaman and top is pushing in. 13 talents here just now being picked up. Got that Living Bomb, Pyromaniac, Ancient Blessings, which is going to be not activated yet. We'll see that Primal Rage on the Dahaka. Sanctification activated by the Tyria. Here comes the centering from the Thrall. The Murky is immediately detonated. Speaking of detonation, Kael'thas will be blown up as well by the Vala. Tracer be getting chased by Yasuo. Yasuo, can he take down the Tracer? Nah, he gets baited a little too deep and does go down. Murky respawns. Doesn't have Octograph 34 seconds. 39 to 38, 39 to 39. Who's going to get this? Who's going to get the last Skeletal Defender? It will go over to the side of Space Goofs to get that last one. Murky goes down once again. The Avalanche pushes X-Ray and Tyrael out of position. X-Ray drops a root and is trying to back away. Pulse Bomb onto Dobby. The Vala falls again. Is that her 4th death? 3rd death. She's down to 10% bonus auto attack speed. Gambit being reduced quite a bit there. Punisher gets some damage on the keep front gate, or the fort front gate. Murky is going to actually sacrifice himself to bait Dahaka. But is there enough damage between Malfurion and Tyrael? No. Never mind. Never mind. Gloom for the Vala level 13. Doc is done with his level 1. As I mentioned, Thrall is as well. 27 regeneration gloves for the Kael'thas currently. And 114 stacks for the Vala. Kael'thas, they try to steal away the camp. Octo grab. Murky's gets deleted by the Vala immediately. Dahaka brush talks in. Thrall throws out a root. And this Murky composition, it's starting to fall apart, I feel. Doesn't feel like it's getting the value that they're setting out for. So either way, Murky immediately goes to top, slimes the wave. That tougher fish getting the extra value or damage, and the catapults will be cleared out as they were starting to stack up a bit here. 15.5 to both sides, 16 on the way. That's Kanai's cube, right? Yes, that's damage reduced by 30% for 4 seconds. Mortar Punisher in the top lane coming up next. 16 talent here picked up off this camp. Is Ancient Blessings up? Yes, and it's a 60-second cooldown. 45. Got the Bonk Staff. Murky has his rejuvenation bubble. He also goes Fish Oil at level 16. Synergistic with the Tougher Fish level 4, as we had mentioned. Slime targets take 50% more damage. Ricochet, Elongated Tongue. We've got Ignite for Kael'thas, Nature Balance, Malfurion, Manticore for the Vala. Thrall's going to go Tempest Fury at 16. The final strike of Wind Fury hits 3 times for 75% normal damage. Tracer recalls, Parting Gift. Oh wait, that's right into an Octo Grab. A beautiful centering from Thrall actually opens up a window for Malfurion to get some healing, but I don't know if the Phoenix will get enough damage. They trade Murky Thrall for a Tracer, and now X-Ray is going to go down. That is going to be a really good double kill, double and a quarter kill for the side of Storm League Enjoyers. They needed that bolster and that confirmation that they can now take down the bottom lane fort, or at least start putting some pressure onto it. Slowly but surely, Storm League Enjoyers are whittling away at Space Goof's Murky composition. Tyrael goes in, Murky looking for a target, doesn't have Octo Grab, and he pops the bubble. All right, pops the bubble, able to get out. I guess activates is probably a better word for that. Pops, you know, pop would mean that it's gone. Anyways, all that aside, let's go ahead and see what we got going on around this Mortar Punisher for the top lane. Everyone's back up and available. Dahaka, do you have Brush Stock? Yes you do. All right, Murky's just pushing up and soaking up these waves. 6 to 8 in kills. There's been 4, 5, 6 Murky deaths. More than half of the Skeletal Defenders picked up by Storm League Enjoyers. Seems after this camp is grabbed, Space Goofs might want to step in for this. No, they're going to give it. They're going to completely give that objective and maybe look for a mid lane fort just to try and get some sort of damage on the map, because they have not taken down a structure yet. Granted, they've opened up some of these lanes, like mid and bottom are very opened up, and Impaler camp to be grabbed, so grab this, Hearth back, defend top. Might not even need, they're going to go for double Impaler camp and then go defend, okay. Alright, so Punisher arriving at the keep front gate. Gonna get some decent damage. Dahaka working on mid lane to deny the Impalers from taking down the forts here. Alright. Kael'thas throws out the Phoenix. Murky, Octo grab onto him. There's a stay while and listen. Murky goes down. No kill onto Kael'thas. Dobby low. Pulse Bomb confirms the kill. Honestly, if they get one more kill here, this might be enough to end game. Jump onto Tyrael. Flame Strike as well. Sanctification activated. Dahaka's joining in. They want to look for the end here. I do believe they want to look for the end off of this and take us into a map number 5. And I do think we're on that warpath for a map number 5. Murky is currently managing bottom lane. All right. No, I think it's Hearthing actually out of bottom. Thrall goes down. Core shielding has been reduced to nothing. Yeah, a 14-minute game. Storm League enjoyers say, you want to try and Murky us? All right, goodbye. GG. Storm League enjoyers take us to a map number 5 in our first best of 5 of the day. Welcome back into the Banshee Cup playoffs. We are here in the lower bracket semifinal matchup of Space Goose versus Storm League enjoyers, and we are talking about food. Lucy Copper's tin can nachos. Good morning. It's 17:10. Okay, it's 8:11. What do you want from me? Picture of Lucy Copper's Texas Ice House, San Antonio. Oh, it's Cooper's, not Copper's. Cooper's. This is important. This is important, chat. All this talk of pizza is getting convincing. Tin can nachos. What the heck? Oh, that looks gross but good. I would like. It's essentially like a bunch of nachos inside of a tin can. So here you go. So it comes out like this. Oh, I don't have a capture on this scene. So it comes out. Oh, my capture is too big on the screen. Hold on. There we go. Oh, so it comes out like that. Oh, okay. All right. Interesting. I mean, it doesn't look like crazy appealing, but it looks like it's nachos. You're getting pizza as well? I would get pizza, but there's a snowstorm and I can't get pizza. I can't get pizza because there's, yeah. Actually, you know what I could do? Hold on. You know what I could do? My buddy works at a pizza place. I'm not a fan of their pizza because they've just screwed me over so many times. What if I hit him up and be like, look, on your way back from work, can you use like your discount and get me a pizza? I should do that, dude. That's what I should do. That's what I should do. I should be like, look, on your way back from work, can you get me a pizza? Bring me a pizza. I actually don't know if he's working. They might have shut down the shop, honestly. But yeah, we have a massive snowstorm currently. This is the last day of it, and then it's gonna be sun and stuff. That's what Uber's for. Nothing will be delivered because it's a giant snowstorm. I said it yesterday, and I'll say it again. Literally, if I go into DoorDash, they say, to make sure that our DoorDashers aren't going to be killed, we've shut down services in your area. Nobody's delivering. Nobody's delivering. The U.S. Postal Service isn't even delivering mail. FedEx hasn't come up here. UPS has not come up here because I don't have my goddamn copy of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Do it. I actually might. Their pizza's not good, but if he can hook it up with like a employee discount, then like maybe I'll be like, dude, I know you work at a pizza place, but we'll split a... And I have cash, too. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna have to Venmo him or whatever. I literally got 20 bucks in my wallet. We'll see. We'll see. I'm like... Here's the thing. As the day progresses, I'm gonna have beers. And as I have more beers, the desire for pizza... So, as my beer consumption goes up, so does... There's like a threshold in which when my pizza desire crosses the amount of beers I've had. And then when we hit that point, that is the pizza crux. And that is when you have to get a pizza. I'll airdrop you a pizza ordered from Amazon. My Amazon deliveries aren't even coming. I had some spatulas and stuff that were supposed to get delivered. And a new pan to do the sausages for the sausage cooking stream. And that's supposed to arrive like Wednesday at this point. Anyways, I've rambled through the entire draft. I don't apologize. We're going to Garden of Terror. It's a Maiev, Ana, ETC, Arthas, Raynor. Very interesting draft on the left-hand side. Probably going to be a stage dive ETC with, like, Guitar Solo 1 and 7. Probably Crowd Surfer level 4. Mal'Ganis, Falstead, Tyrande, Li Ming. I actually love the Storm League Enjoyer draft. Deathwing last pick. I actually don't hate it. Like, Sleep Dart, Umbral Bind, Face Melt, Power Slide, Howling Blast, Frozen Tempest, Knockback. I mean, the only thing that really is going to affect Deathwing right now is Containment Disc. Containment Disc is really the only thing that's going to bother Deathwing. Raynor's sustained damage is something to worry about, but yeah, I think the Deathwing was actually like a Giga Chad pickup at the end. I'm glad you also live by the Pizza Beer Cross. It's almost a creed. Yeah, the Pizza Crux. What's up, Vane Demise? Vane Demise? Am I saying that right? Thanks for coming by the stream. Hey, if you're having a good time, I will be, so long as I have power, knock on wood, I'll be doing casting all day today, so if you're having a good time, be sure to drop a follow. I do stream 6 days a week, so we do a lot of fun content here. We have Heroes content. We do a lot of casting. We play the game as well. We do Stormgate content. We've been replaying Final Fantasy VII, the original, on Wednesdays. We've been rebeating Elden Ring. We're doing a lot of exploring and questing. So, yeah, if you're having a good time, be sure to drop a follow. And if you'd like to support further, it's always much appreciated. Let's get into it. It's a best of one. Loser of this will take 4th place. Winner of this goes on to the lower bracket final. Up next, we've got Dayquaza for the side of Space Goose playing ETC, Yasu on the Raynor, X-Ray on the Ana. We'll see Dobby playing your Maiev, and Ply with an illegal mount on the Arthas. Right side is going to be Rai on the Storm League Enjoyer's side on the Deathwing, but the most important thing to talk about is going to be the Sentinel. Ranger level 1! Ranger level 1! Sentinel double hit! Sentinel double hit! Dealing around 500 damage. But as I said, Rai playing the Deathwing. Arion will be your Li Ming. Lavkal on the Tyrande with the double hit at the beginning on that Ranger. Aether is on the Falstead. And last but not least, Itrex will be your Mal'Ganis. Ranger hits. Got the Pierce. If you don't know, the running joke in the stream is that if you get the Sentinel hit at the start of the game, you win the game. GG go next. And Sentinel double hit, so it's double GG go next. Itrex getting bullied here is going to go down. First blood over to the side of Space Goops. And as I said, this is a best of one at this point because loser takes 4th place. Winner continues fighting through this lower bracket. All right, start up our prediction. Let's go. Prediction is up and available. Thank you, Ash Mantle. Hey, Turbo, what's up, bud? Dobby scouted out over here on the left-hand side. Sentinel from the Tyrande. Looks like Li Ming and friends want to invade onto this. And they will. And it seems like with ETC in top lane and everybody on the enemy side here, this is given. Raynor, will he be discovered in time? Yeah. Yeah, Li Ming is like, oh, Raynor, thank you so much for this camp. Thank you so much for working on this. Meanwhile, ETC in top lane. He actually went into Proc Rock level 1. The gamble's still going, by the way, chat. Deathwing drops down from the sky in top. And ETC has not gotten any value onto the Fort Front Gate during any of this. Right now, Storm League Enjoyers, they're going to be the ones coming out on top. Stealing away camps, that's extra early game experience as well. You can actually see Mercenaries 730 to 0. Little bit of you know, little leads in the early game can lead to bigger gains in the late game. Sure, that phrasing sounds weird and correct. 10k to 20k, I like to see it. Thank you, chat. Deathwing with an Earth Shatter, Lava Burst in the World Destroyer form. Since you have the Lava Burst and Earth Shatter. Just, yeah, World Breaker form. Destroyer form has the Incinerate and Onslaught Lunge. Seed is up. Dobby is gonna just ignore that and just rotate down to bottom lane. Clear out the Siege Giants that Falstead's trying to push in. Raynor, he's gotten a camp, chat. They did it. They finally got one camp. Finally, one camp has been picked up. Not invaded, not stolen away. Falstad auto attack build has 7 stacks currently on the level 1, as well as his synergistic level 4 hammer gains. We're gonna assume at level 7 he'll have the secret weapon. ETC in top lane, doing his best to defend, but Li Ming's stray arcane orbs are gonna deal some siege damage. Deathwing's Night Rush, Deathwing. Mal'Ganis' Night Rush is going to be interrupted by a face melt from ETC. Arthas pops his Frozen Tempest. We actually have Deathwing swapping into Destroyer form, lunging in with that Onslaught. And it's actually going to be a Death Lord for the Arthas. There's a Power Slide from ETC. Mal'Ganis can use a Fell Claws to back away. Gets a nice hit onto a few enemies. Li Ming is doing her best to try and get a reset here, but it will not happen. As Raynor, Yasuo is trying to poke out the enemy. Sleep onto Arion, but Li Ming is fine. ETC gets a Power Slide, harassing Mal'Ganis a little bit. Has the one more charge of Fell Claws. It looks like he'll just let that expire. Hey, what's up, Freaky? How you doing today, bud? Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday to everybody in chat. Thanks for being here. I'm blanking on his level, his E. It is Frozen Tempest, okay.
I feel
Falstead's fine in bottom, okay.
Are you ready for it?
Buttspot just wants to be included too, yeah. Oh, Slumber Shells, Overdose. We'll see the mind-numbing agent. Every dose a hero has reduces their spell power by 10%, so it's nice to apply those to Li Ming. And also keep in mind, the Overdose, the Sleep Dart applies 4 doses, so 40% healing spell power reduction. Which keep in mind, if you're also hitting the Tyrande, you're reducing her spell output. And spell output is tied to your healing. So there's also technically healing denial with that. We'll have the Deathwing Skyfall, and for anyone that doesn't know, the objective phase does have global vision. So as we swap between these two teams, you can see both. Actually, I'm wondering if someone goes for the channel really quickly. Can we show that on the opposing side? But there you go. So Mal'Ganis is showing, and we're on the blue team vision. Deathwing, as I mentioned, has that Skyfall, so you can use that and be able to delay out the objective. But right now, that's not going to be the case. 1 out of 3 seeds to both sides. Falstead, Li Ming working on this camp. ETC and X-Ray chilling in the bush, maybe looking for a potential gank. Bam deserves a fantastic Sunday. He had a blast yesterday after stream, being able to run around in the street, and I got my neighbor to bring his dog out as well, so he had a buddy to run around with, which helped out a little bit, because if there's no buddy, like, Bandit just kind of, he's like, oh, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna walk around. But having a buddy, he's like, I'm gonna go pee on this, I'm gonna go pee on this, and it's like, yes, get it all out! Right now, the backyard has a lot of snow, and he does not like to go out in snow that deep, so... And I can't really shovel it. Nice Carrion Swarm. Gust into the corner. Dobby gets the Spirit of Vengeance over the wall and will not be picked off. Another seed to spawn here in the bottom center of the map. Just delaying out our ads a little bit further, just so I can try and push those back much as I can.
Isn't nature splendid? Gather that seed for me.
Sentinel to scout out. Falstad in top lane, putting some pressure onto Dayquaza with those auto attacks, and as I mentioned, has the extra heal from the hammer gains and the synergy of the secret weapon. Oh, I'm assuming... Okay, so yeah, it's going to be Nano Boost. We'll see Stage Dive, Hyperion, Containment Disc, and Syndragosa. On the opposing side, Bellowing Roar, Carrion Swarm, Gust. Tyrande with the Starfall and Wave of Force from Li Ming as we cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like while we have 11s on both sides, 7 minutes in. Third seed of the game, but it's only going to be a second channel for either of these teams. That's just 1 out of 3 on both sides. Li Ming throwing some Arcane Orbs back into this wave. Maiev is going to be blinked into. Takes a lot of damage. Able to get the Spirit of Vengeance and teleport activation out. Arthas discovered in the bush. Mal'Ganis goes in, finds some decent CC. Tyrande Lunar Flare going out, but won't get the stun they're looking for. Falstead working on a camp for the mid lane with the Siege Giants. Deathwing was pushing up the wave as Raynor is going to take an Arcane Orb splash damage. Are they giving this? It kind of seems like Arthas... No, they've got Li Ming on the far side of the wall to throw in some Arcane Orbs to delay, but Dobby should be able to pressure back this Li Ming, and yeah, it looks like they get the channel here. 1 delay onto X-Ray from the Sentinel. Deathwing, another delay. Volstad, Tyrande, they're still just working on this camp. Li Ming, Arcane Orb does not connect that time. Deathwing, another drop. Sentinel gets a good chunk of damage onto X-Ray right there. And do they start backing away? ETC is pressuring onto this camp. The leash onto 2 units. Volstad actually trying to take one of them down. He's got Gust. If he really needs to gust away the ETC, he can do that. Oh, it sucks. So ETC steals the camp, but Mal'Ganis and friends would get a double kill onto Ana and the Maiev. Ply is going to go down as well. It's all falling apart. ETC steals the camp. Hey, they get a kill onto Tyrande with the stray shots from the Hyperion. Yamato Cannon. It only fires onto structures, right? The Tomato Cannon? Yeah. Tomato Cannon at structures. So it's just damage from the Hyperion was enough to take down Tyrande. That's funny. Either way, though, I mean, they get the seed. They did lose the camp, but that's kind of whatever to them, it seems like, because they're going to get mid lane fort right now. They're going to... No, they will be able to take down mid lane fort and back away in time. Gus from Falstad for safety. Sentinel from Tyrande going out. Not going to hit anyone. Deathwing, he popped Bellowing Roar, didn't he? Yeah. 10 seconds on that cooldown. Night Rush from Mal'Ganis. He's able to get away. Man, the great escape. They get the mid lane fort. Nobody dies. All right. Tyrande did go Harsh Moonlight, level 16, or level 13. Arthas with his Shattered Armor. Seed is up and available, so do they give this? It is better positioning for the side of Space Goofs. Deathwing is not on the minimap, I do believe, so he does, and he has that Skyfall. Let's take a look really quickly and see. He's got 3 charges of Skyfall. So he can delay out this objective while his allies pick up some camps and push out the waves. I doubt they're going to take down Dayquaza here. ETC is able to back away. Raynor right around the corner. Ana, Dobby. Both of them looking for the channel on this really quickly. Trying to pull the skeletal, the sappers away. X-Ray delayed. Dobby delayed once. X-Ray delayed by Deathwing. Deathwing. He gets the... Yeah, that's going to be the end of the delays that he has. But... Oh, he... What? Does he get cooldown per hit? After using blah, 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 blah. If the heals Deathwing. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. There must have just been a charge coming off a cooldown. Down in bottom lane, fort will fall. So they give over the seed. They get a fort. They get a kill. It can't be too upset about that, actually. Yeah, can't be too upset about that. All right, let me double check this. After using Dragonfly, you can drop meteors anywhere in the vision, dealing 105 damage to enemies. Has 3 charges. Okay, I thought for a second, I was like, do you get charge cooldown reduction from hitting enemies? And I was like, no, that's not the case. You just get HP. So, just good timing on the charges for Deathwing. Camp to be grabbed for mid, and this seed position is really good for Storm League enjoyers on their side of the map, and they'll have 16 talents here. Granted, 20 seconds to go, and not much experience to be grabbed, needed to be grabbed. So Space Goofs, I think they should be able to get 16s and fight over this. Hammering's being thrown up by Falstad to get some clear onto the wave. 2 to 4 in kills. Favoring the side of Storm League enjoyers, and Maiev, ETC, they're still actually trying to pick up that level 16. Maiev clears out mid, ETC just taking it safe and slow in top. As I mentioned, as the stage dive. Hyperion for Raynor on 12-second cooldown. Mal'Ganis has found Arthas. Stage dive in from the ETC. Love Call is gonna... Whoa! Where did Falstad's health bar go? Mal'Ganis is blind as a bat, but he's working his way to the right-hand side. Containment disc on to Rhonda. Starfall is active for her, but she dead. Why? How? What happened? God dang, can we take a look at Falstad's death recap really quickly? Dear Lord. 2,272 damage in 1.2 seconds. Holy heck, chat. That's insane. How much HP does Falstad even have? 2,261, so 90-some% of his HP was done in 1 point something seconds. Dear Lord! Alright, well. Mid fort goes down, bottom fort will fall. Top lane fort, Deathwing is trying to clear out. No Wicked Inferno, no Conflagration. Blech. Mashed potatoes in my mouth. Alright, Space Goofs, they're making a case to take this best of 5. They're gonna take down some, yeah, they will do top lane fort, I think, still. I mean, the Overgrowth plant is still fairly healthy here. It's actually got it's got a bit of duration left, so yeah. 3 forts will fall. Harshman late hitting too, but yeah, that's not gonna stop this fort from falling. Periodic catapult pressure in all 3 lanes. There is still this counter fort top, so top lane's gonna push out a little bit faster for the set of Space Goofs. And they steal away this camp. Ooh, wait, hold on. I don't know if they steal it away just yet. Deathwing drops down to see a Bellowing Roar. He does have it, and he's gonna pop that immediately. Arthas being pushed away as he does have the nano boost. Deathwing gets chunked down to nothing. Maiev is gonna get that kill. Carrion Swarm from from Mal'Ganis. Dobby looking to get some Fan and Ive resets. Li Ming is trying to find a reset of her own, and she is going to die to damage over time. Space Goofs come out on top of a second fight. Right? Oh my god. Mal'Ganis is getting good damage onto Dobby. Night Rush, but nope. Night Rush, but nope. Oh, wait, no, sorry. My brain. I was like, wait a second. Hold on, the Falstad's on the allied side. Never mind. Keep front gate has been opened up in top. Another seed to spawn. Top center of the map. Falstad hammering, poking out, but that's that. 35 stacks on Falstad. Arthas 16 out of the 20 for the Frost Presence. No pin down. Vigorous Vaulter will finish out at level 20 automatically, as that's actually a half a level to go. Okay. Alright. Storm League enjoyers starting to fall behind here in map number 5. And Raynor just grabs this camp. Deathwing isn't shown, so they're just assuming that Deathwing will, like, do Skyfall drops on him. But Deathwing actually shows in the bottom lane wave, so Raynor's immediately like, oh, I gotta get the channel. Yeah, Deathwing shows, so Raynor's like, cool. Yeah, there's nothing gonna interrupt us. Except for Tyranda's Piercing Sentinel. Oh, it's too late! They get it still! Alright, 1 out of 3 seeds to the side of Space Goofs. 20 talent here with the Nano Infusion, Crowd Pleaser, Stage Dive, Impact Area 50% bigger, and Slow increased by 30. So that slow is 80% slow for 4 seconds. Or decaying over 4 seconds? Slowing them by 4 seconds. So 80% slow for 4 seconds. Raiders roll for Raynor, Shadow of Huntress, and Absolute 0 on the Arthas. On the opposing side, the Wind Tunnel is about to be picked up. I assume it's a Repulsion Li Ming. Oh, we could see Talrash's Elements. Could see Talrash's Elements, but Wind Tunnel immediately picked. Talrash's Elements, Celestial Wrath for the Tyrande. Increase the slow of Starfall to 60% and cause it to apply Hunter's Mark to the enemy heroes while inside the area of effect. Seeker Swarm and Deathwing was stood in fire. Seed given once again. They're just going to manage their waves. Let the enemy team... Oh, Deathwing has actually interrupts. Never mind. Tyrande hits that. All right. No, they're going to be here in time. X-Ray delayed out by Deathwing once more. We've got Falstad throwing in the hammering. It's even talent to your fight. ETC pushing top. Whoa! Raynor gets chunked really low, but he immediately heals up to just about full. Li Ming trying to find some sort of reset here. Decent damage from the Falstad on the low side. This Nano boost onto Maiev. She pops the vault to the Wardens. Mal'Ganis with the blind as a bat is trying to find his way into the fight. No, that's actually just regular Fell Claws. Ana does go down. Maiev is going to get picked off by the Tyrande Sentinel. I think that was a Sentinel kill because it should be reset, and it is, yes. And they get Garden Tear, so top lane saved by Falstad. Mid is going to be about 50%, and bottom is going to be delaying out the keep front gate damage. Falstad's actually going to go join the team. They want to try and end off this, I think. I think they're looking to try and end here through mid. 30-some seconds between Ana and Maiev. Raynor Hyperion will be summoned to try and zone back the enemy, but they're just going to run right through that. Hyperion will pass them. Mal'Ganis going to join in, dealing damage to this mid lane keep. Deathwing pops Destroyer for him. Carrion Swarm, Seeker Swarm connects onto Yasuo, but I think they're just trying to delay things out. They want to go core. 8 seconds on the Ana. ETC is going to stage dive in. 10 to go on Maiev. Syndragosa with the absolute 0 will be summoned. Rai on the Deathwing getting really low here is going to onslaught in. Li Ming goes down. Wind Tunnel from the Falstad, and that is a sleep dart onto Falstad as well. Night Rush coming out from Mal'Ganis. Tyrande low. Garden Terror in mid is getting low as well. The core is falling. The Starfall is there. Oh, no, not like this. 5% on the core. No, not like this.
Dominated. Red team has destroyed a fort.
Finland!
5% Bahamut core. Yeah, we're gonna coin it as ours now. We're gonna call it the not like this core. That's what we're gonna start calling it. Not like this. Not like this core will happen. Anybody had that on their bingo card? The not like this core will happen. Li Ming is gonna try, but that's the end of that. GG, well played. Space Goofs. They take the series 3-2. You know math. Thank God you know math. I don't. Not like this core. Choose outcome. Space Goofs did win Garden of Terror, and they will move on into our lower bracket final coming up next. GG, fun game. Yeah, we're not over yet. We still have the lower bracket final and then the grand final best of 7. Still got a lot of good games for all of you lovelies at home. So let's go ahead. We're going to get a block of ads run out, and we will jump into our next best of 5 once the players get going on their bans and stuff.